Hello, XRP and Ripple community members. There's a lot to discuss in this video. We'll discuss the defunct financial institution and another that's being shut down by the authorities. Right. Financial institution requiring a signature. They are closing it down because of the systemic risk it poses, they say. If it's so big, why? Let me explain why it's so massive. Does your circle of acquaintances include anyone who uses Signature Bank? I have a clue that might help. This financial institution is used by one of the most important stock exchanges in the USA. Then, make an educated guess. Put your guessing skills to the test and identify that conversation. Perhaps you have guessed already. The two of us will prevail. And as this video progresses, you'll see. But, try to guess who this bank serves. Financial institutions are among their regular customers. The United States is about to experience a major event. Something is brewing, I tell you. There appears to be a brewing situation. All right, let's get started. Financial markets are showing signs of growth. In general, I favor the color green. We'll reach the promised land in Asia. On this bright and sunny Monday morning, the markets will be even greener than they already are. You know what though? For the time being, hear me out, old is green is utter nonsense. We haven't yet broken out of the necessary ranges in XRP. Unless it's at least 43 cents, it's just background noise. All that noise is driving me crazy. We have to ascend above that. Bitcoin must rise above the $28,000 threshold. Nothing but commotion and lateral movement. The value of the cryptocurrency market, however, has recently risen back above $1 trillion. Still, Bitcoin's price has risen by 41.65%. The current value of Bitcoin is $21,852. A transaction costing 37 cents USD will cost 1,581 Ether. James Z. Boy, a friend of mine, released this image displaying a forest of green. Yes, probably. I take it things are looking pretty bad for Ripple right now. There's a lot of false information floating around, and I addressed it in the first video I uploaded today. Rumors spread like wildfire that Ripple was liquidating all of its XRP to pay its employees. They've got themselves in quite a pickle. They can no longer afford to continue the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple. They were allowed to sell off their stockpile of XRP in the secondary market. Leave this place immediately. Totally unfounded claims. Get out of here immediately. The news is not welcome. It's something I'm releasing. That's too bad. In fact, you know what? Those casino chips were trying to keep me out. Just the kind of thing I've been recommending you guys get for a while now. Leave me alone. I never liked your casino coin anyway. Dislike it very much. In other words, they are doing nothing. They had already failed once. They'll fall short once more. To be completely forthright with you, I view this endeavor as nothing more than a desperate attempt to extort money from the public. I think I can guess what they'll try to do, and it won't amount to much. Still, this current report is hardly noteworthy. You know what they say when a project is in trouble and there is nothing to report or look forward to. You may now insert the desired token. We use this example to imply that casino tokens can now be used to make purchases on the online retailer Amazon. That's a cool tale, bro. So what? No one is adopting cryptocurrencies, and there is no practical use for the dozens of plugins that make it possible to make purchases with almost any cryptocurrency. It's highly unlikely that anyone would visit Amazon with the intention of spending their casino coinage. Hearing this, please make sure the volume is high enough. To return. Oh, come on. It's been a month, and a month for someone. Do not judge it for a month. That's not happening at all. Honestly, this is completely insignificant. The news casino coin is a worthless piece of trash. Simply put, it's the truth. The division always eats up the team in last place. What kind of team is it that always seems to show up here? Then, when you reply to the thread and say something like, "Hey, and Jack, everyone knows his name is like Jack," they will say something like, "Oh, I see." His username has escaped me at this point. In contrast to Jack, who, let's be honest, is a non-entity. And the best part was when he tried to insult me by saying, well, at least my coin is doing value and your coin isn't doing anything. Do not even possess a single coin? My IOU token was used to mine NFT after it sold out. All the NFTs have been spent, so the token is useless. In just 36 hours, we had a complete sellout. He obviously doesn't understand the topic at hand, but he's typical of the kind of people who prefer to pick fights rather than learn. They attack and pursue you relentlessly. To tell a good project from a bad one, you need to do this. Please don't forget that I released this. The Federal Reserve cryptocurrency issued by the White House Central Bank. Just hear me out. For the time being, at least. This discussion group meets once a year. When I say Silicon Valley Bank, I mean exactly that. A CBDC or government bailout describes this situation. Only two, as far as I can tell. I seriously doubt you'll be able to do without. In retrospect, I see a pattern of collapses in the financial sector over the past 6 months, including FTX, Risk Assets, and Signature Bank. If someone were trying to set the scene for a CBDC, they couldn't have picked a better location. The first thing they did was shake people's faith in the accessibility of cryptography for the general public. And I know the crypto gurus will be all well, no Bitcoin, crypto is one thing, or something to that effect. The only thing is Bitcoin. Not at all what I mean. What I mean is that the majority of the crypto market's recent surge in popularity and trading volume can be attributed to the widespread use of centralized exchanges. That's the honest truth. Moreover, the confidence in it is being shaken with the buckle because of all the extra volume. Today, the same is true of growth and technology startups. But generally speaking, folks these days are doubtful. Even though Elon tweeted a meme about this as a joke today, the sentiment behind the image is largely accurate. Crypto isn't safe. Put your money in banks, and banks aren't safe. Put your money in crypto. I'm not saying this is going to last forever, but it's a serious issue in the cryptocurrency and VC industries right now. As a result, the question of where people want to put their money arises. And I expect the Fed to swoop in on what they believe to be a metaphorical. Indeed, it seems to be nothing more than a series of intriguing claims, right? They are fascinating claims to make. The United States Department of the Treasury and the Federal Reserve have issued a press release announcing their joint efforts to protest the state of the U.S. economy by restoring faith in the banking system. Furthermore, it guarantees that all depositors in Silicon Valley banks will have full access to their deposits. Upon Monday. This is extremely intriguing. Excellently intriguing. Right. DJ, what are you hearing, Peter? The third bank, finally, it's finished. The authorities have shut it down. And what exactly are they discussing at this very moment? On Sunday, U.S. regulators announced the closure of Signature Bank in New York, their second financial institution closure following the failure of a Silicon Valley bank. In a similar vein, we are announcing a systematic, this is a word I simply cannot utter. That's just the New Yorker in you talking. A signature bank that doesn't pose a systemic risk is exempt if you can guess the secret word. Upstate New York. In a statement released late on Sunday, the state chartering authority, the Treasury, the Federal Reserve, and the FDIC all announced that they had closed a bank in New York. There will be no restrictions on the depositor's ability to withdraw their money from the bank, as mandated by the bank's regulatory bodies. Right. Indeed, this is worth investigating further. For what reason is this relevant? With $110.4 billion in assets and $88.6 billion in deposits, is this a central bank? And it looks like Coinbase is in a bit of a bind because, well, guess who Coinbase's institutional customers use? As a means of banking, they rely on the signature bank. Refuse to accept my word. Okay, here it is. Originally published on March 2 ND. It was that long ago, did it? Silvergate, which had previously processed dollar payments for Coinbase's institutional clients, has been replaced by Signature Bank. The conversation took place on Thursday, the exchange reported. In a tweet, Coinbase explained that it had decided to switch from Silvergate out of an abundance of caution, and that it has very limited exposure to banks that focus on cryptocurrencies. There appears to be trouble at the banks used by Coinbase, at least among the institutional customers. Let's see if we can figure this out. Approximately 110 billion people. When things get chaotic, what will Coinbase do with Coinbase? Does it seem like Coinbase is in a bit of a bind right now? I have no idea. But it seems to have happened quietly around here, right? So long as it fits in your suitcase. The partnership between you and Coinbase was conceived by whom? Sitting at your bank, many people thought. Believe me, I don't think twice about it. You should have it transferred to your bank. Similar to a furniture store that accepts credit cards. I mean, I have a good feeling about this. That bank is, like, huge. The bank with a signature on it. They were chosen by Coinbase, and the company now uses them exclusively. I can't find the article. As of late, Coinbase has been focusing on signature instead of Silvergate for their institutional clientele. I have no idea. I feel like I'm witnessing something akin to the trickle-down effect. Right, this does raise some questions. In other words, what's going to happen? The next one to close is, exactly where does this lead? Which businesses do you expect to fail? The weather may not be ideal, but things are still looking up for Ripple. Ripple issued a statement to the media. They assured you in today's opening video that they are not concerned. They are not really bothered by it. It's been said that life must go on regardless. A little pain is to be expected. They suffered a financial loss. It's a bad smell. Here on Wall Street, waves are beginning to form in the financial industry. There are always 84,000 tweets that you find particularly amusing. That's a big deal right here, people. The question is, what effect can this have? You can use this to your advantage when pushing. This could potentially pave the way for the widespread use of cryptocurrency. A panicked rush into crypto is impossible. Do hacks even exist? Why wouldn't there be a rush to crypto? Put that question to yourself. Who knows, maybe the world just needs this. Substituting a system based on cryptocurrencies for the current one. That's how I intend to leave it for now. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video, bye.